Now, so we were already talking about this, where we were talking about what plants can also be affected by pests. What are some of the methods by which we can protect them now? By which we can, did you write that answer? All the had written that answer. Now, we are talking about protecting. We are now talking about protecting the crops. Okay. Do you have any sense that the class is going on? Miss, मैं किधर यही तो मेरा मैंने किधर कुछ किया ये तो मेरे पॉकेट लेना बैग से निकाल के ये सीधे ऑन की बात कर कहां रिक्शा के आगे जाने के लिए इन द क्लासरूम में की रिक्शा का आने जाने किधर बहुत अरे मैं बोला डॉग चाहिए तुमको रिमोट चाहिए ना एवरीथिंग यू वांट इन द क्लास अरे दिस मच कंफर्टेबल गेटिंग इन द क्लासरूम दैट इज मोर देन इनफ मैम इसमें इंग्लिश कहां से ऐसी हवा आ रही है ना तुमको मिल रहा है ना ठंडा हवा मिल रहा है तो मैंने कब बोला you need a remote also and a more sophisticated brands also you need to keep your mouth shut and study now serious तो ये ज्यादा जो जब से मैं इसको देखा इधर जो खांसी हो रहा है now we were talking about what weeds now weeds we have to protect plants from weeds no we have to protect plants from weeds by either using weedicides or green manure and then uprooting but now we also talk about that what can be the other way of protecting them? What is so precious in your bag? What is so precious that you are everything up to your bag? Will you try to study a little bit now? Study कर रहे हो तुमको एक sentence लिखने के लिए 2 पेज लिखा है देखो 2 पेज लिखा है 1.5 घंटे में मेरे 2 पेज लिखे other way of protecting again let us come back to this other way of protecting grains or other way of protecting crops would be storing the grains now we are talking about the crops harvest ho gaya another process of harvest and after harvest should we not take any special care so that for the next season we have the grains adequate amount of grains we have so how to now take care after the process of harvest because still harvest we were taking adequate care protecting them from the pesticides protecting them from the weedicides giving them manure and giving them nutrients so all this process of growth is over now that the growth is over and the process of harvest is also done now for the grains and the seeds and the cereals all are obtained can they be kept just as it is then are we going to get them for an adequate period of time will they be safe or will they be healthy the grains will they be free from pests for almost a year or a couple of years no unless and until we store them properly so storage of grains also is a important step when we are talking about farming so why should we store them because especially when we are keeping now talk about the small amount of grains and rice etc that we keep in our own homes also should we just keep them as it is no if you keep them just as it is then after some time when you open the package again there is some pest or some fungus they easily get affected by fungus the different type of cereals and the grains easily get affected by the fungus so first of all what are some of the common methods we generally take them out from the packets and then we dry them a little bit and if it is a huge quantity what should be done sun drying so what are some of the common methods after harvesting the grains and the seeds before they are stored what should be done number one is sun dry them lay them on the ground and sun dry them why sun dry do you know to kill the mites to kill any type of mites or ticks or bacteria or the fungal spores heat will generally kill them. So now these grains you can store for a long period of time. Now you can store for a long period of time. What is, now that these grains are packed in sacks or they are bundled up and then they are kept, what can be the other way of protected from pest and other type of worms and microbes? By fumigation. What is fumigation? By burning certain type of sticks. Did you come across, now say suppose even in our own homes also we burn those agarbatti sticks are there, no? Which come in thick dhoop that we call it as, no? Dhoop that we call it as, not those typical agarbatti sticks I'm talking about. So similar such type of those dhoop like, there's a whole lot of different type of chemical composition are there. You also must have come across a similar type of chemical composition are being burned near those vegetable vendors also when the vegetable vendors or the meat and the fish shop. They also burn such type of some chemical cakes. These are called, they are in the shapes for cake and they are burnt. And when the smoke comes, the smoke will not generally allow any type of flies or ticks or fleas or various different type of microbes and fungal spores to survive. So that is what we are talking about as fumigation. That is what we talk about as fumigation. Underline this word, fumigation. What is fumigation? Burning various different type of chemical compositions, various different type of cakes made up of different type of composition. It's in page 150. Underline that word, fumigation. So that is also one particular method. 150, 150. Last line. So fumigation. What is fumigation? Smoke, burning of different type of chemical composition, which come in the form of some sticks or cakes, and then they are generally burned. Okay. Now, when they are burned, they would these are actually what? These are chemicals which can kill pests. Now, come to the next part. We talk about the next part of the chapter, that is animal husbandry. So far we were talking about plants. Now we talk about animal husbandry. What is animal husbandry? The definition now, right on the head, right on the topic. Animal husbandry, the definition is written. What is the definition? What is animal husbandry?
Animals ko palna.
Huh?
Animals ko palna.
What is animal husbandry? The scientific method. The scientific method. The scientific method of breeding. Breeding. The scientific method of breeding. Breeding, caring. This term should be there in your answer. When we are talking about scientific methods of what? Scientific methods of breeding, caring, feeding, and scientific methods of breeding, caring, feeding, and maintaining proper hygienic conditions and keep them disease free. Maintaining proper hygienic conditions and keep them disease free is known as animal husbandry. So now, when we are now talking about the animals, another concept. Now, why are we talking about animals? The chapter is about food resource. But now that I talk about food resource, what are the two types of source of food for us? We had already studied about this. Now we have to study about animals. So now the two sources, the two major source of food is what? Plants and animals. No. So plant part already studied. Now we have to talk about the animal part. So now when we are talking about the animal part, let us try understanding that when we are talking about animal husbandry, what actually we try to understand? What are the major types of animals which are prominent commercially for food?
Chicken, mutton.
Control your hunger.
And don't let my anger burst now. Chicken, mutton, ये answer है. Now when we are talking about what are the two types of animals or what are the types of animals that I'm asking you? Commercially important animals what from there? Poultry, fishes, okay, और क्या? Alien? Tiger. We already go to the tiger. Now, when we are talking what are the different types of animals which are of commercial importance? So let us talk about the categories. I'm not asking you examples. There are many. I talk about yes. First of all, the most important is called cattle. सबसे important क्या है? Most important that I'm talking about. Let us learn some categories. I'm talking about some categories. Some categories. One would be cattle. When is that? Livestock, that we call it as. Yes, poultry. When we are talking about this, poultry. And then what else? Can you tell me one more example? Aquatic organisms. No. So I may talk about fishes, and it's not only fishes. Then there are fishes and crabs and lobsters. So it's aquatic organisms. So yeah.
मैम तो ऐसे एरियल कह सकते हैं ना उड़ने वाले
उड़ने वाले है कौन सा उड़ने वाला चीज को तुम पकड़ के These are not aerial. When you are talking about poultry, shut up. Why are you talking so much now? That's why I asked you. Are you all ready to go to the next chapter? I don't think these three girls are ready.
आप बोल रहे हो एरिया से साफ है
Are you ready to go to the 10th standard?
Are you ready to go?
I think you don't need to. When we are talking about the types of organisms, let us first of all try to understand what type of animals have got commercial importance as food. Now we know variety of different type of commercial. We know variety of different type of animals. So, but commercially for food are major few categories. When you talk about poultry, yes. When you talk about a whole lot of aquatic organisms, just few I have written there. And then when we are talking about cattle, but here we are also going to talk about little bit type of animals which are there. उसको हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन नहीं चाहिए। तुम अपना समझो एंड समझ के अरे you can translation carry on. Now when we talk about this type of animals, let us first of all learn one word, underline करो, livestock. What is livestock? Hey, तुम्हारा हिंदी लेक्चर में अलग से लेना पड़ेगा।
Livestock.
Are you ready to go to the 10th standard? Are you ready to go to the 10th standard? I think
After
livestock, underline करो. What is the meaning of livestock? Livestock refers to all the domestic animals which are of commercial importance, of course. When we are talking about commercial importance means what? Either they are used for labor. Labor means work. Labor, work, or food. So either they have to be used for labor or for work. Write down this definition. Write down this definition. What is livestock? Livestock. What is livestock?
The livestock refers to domestic animals which provide us milk, hides.
So you have to write down a proper definition. What is livestock? Write down the domestic animal. The domestic animal. I am making a book so colorful. Livestock. The domestic animals.
It refers to
Domestic animals that provide
that or which?
That provide food as well as other products of commercial importance. Other products of commercial importance. Now, food. Now, if I talk about livestock, I can talk about domestic animals. Now, domestic animals, which ones? I can talk about cattle. Now, cattle is providing food. Cattle is providing milk products. So many are coming out from the milk that we understand. और कौन से products of commercial importance we may know? The hide.
हाइट क्या होता है?
Hide is banned, but when you are talking about state for certain animals in certain parts of the world, it is still happening.
What is that?
Hide is the skin of the animals which are converted into
Tiger skin and rabbit skin. This khal, somebody.
हिंदी लेक्चर इसके लिए पहले
Shark skin.
shark skin is basically used for products at the same time obtaining oil also. Shark skin is not used for making bamboo.
Elephant tail is also
Wait.
हाथी का दाल भी है.
Ivory. So when we are so now these are the products. You get an idea that these are the products that we are talking about. Now let us try understanding the first part of animal husband. Aryan क्या बोल रहा है?
सोच रहा है.
ना दो बुक में रख रहा है वो.
अच्छा सोच रहे हो ना?
नहीं,
उसके दो बुक में बोल रहा है नहीं कर रहा.
अरमान आर्यन बंद तो तू क्यों शुरू हो जाता है?
इसको बोल रहा है.
एनिमल प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में सोचा तो एलिफेंट दिख नहीं है.
Elephant is not high.
सोच जो उसने बोल दिया. So you have to be very fast in life.
बोल दिया तूने.
Now, cattle farming.
अरे यार जा
टॉक्सिसिटी.
अपने इसके साथ जा.
सीरियस.
Now, cattle farming. Let us talk about this. Cattle farming. What is important here to understand? What type of cattle are very much commercially in importance when we talk about providing certain purpose. What is the purpose of farming of cattle? Let us learn one by one. Cattle farming means the definition. If I ask, what is meant by cattle farming? The scientific method. Just now we had written down the definition for livestock. वही same pattern में लिखना है. What is cattle farming? The scientific method of breeding, caring, feeding, and keeping the cattle free from diseases. That is cattle farm. So which type of animals we are talking about? We are mentioning
Cows,
the bulls, the ox, the buffalo,
Sheep.
so all these animals.
Sheep.
Okay, the sheep, the camel. Camel also comes in this category. Remember? So underline. Huh? Yak, yes, for hair, body hair, correct. So when we are talking about
yak milk also.
yak, but deer not basically a domestic animal. Deer is not so much in commercial importance because it is not so widely populated also. Antlers, but that's very rare. No, and that's so expensive. It is.
वैसे तो ज़ू में सबको रखते हैं फिर वो भी कमर्शियल हो गए.
कहाँ से commercial हो गया?
मतलब उसको पैसा मिलता है ना लोग आते हैं.
नहीं, but that is recreation. तुम 50 रुपया का टिकट देके उसको देखने जा रहे हो. Are you getting any product from that?
किसको लेके जा रहे हो?
लॉस ही हो
तुम्हें
गया.
animals को देखने जा
लड़की को
रहे
नहीं. उसके
50 रुपए में कहाँ से?
कॉपीराइट सेंसर.
ये कॉपीराइट
But अगर now if I ask you 2 questions from what I taught you just half an hour back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What I'm telling you, that is not listening. What before that immediately he understood.
Let's do quiz now.
That also I'm going to do now.
Cbse.
On the camera. Chalo, now fatapat. Underline. Now for this part, I'm going to ask you to underline so many terms, and immediately after that, I'm going to ask you some questions. Let's see how many of you are able to understand. Correct. First part is we talk about cattle farming. I say. For purpose. What is the purpose of cattle farming?
Milk,
agriculture work.
and crop labor or agriculture work such as
10 minutes, no noise. I didn't ask you to read. I don't want any noise right now. As I ask you to underline, you will just keep on underlining. Nobody will talk. Now, cattle farming purpose, you will be asked in the questions in the paper. What is the purpose of cattle farming? Remember, two purposes. One is for milk and the other is for
Agriculture work.
labor. Other is for labor. Tick those points there. For milk and for labor. And if it is for labor, what is our word used? Drought and labor. See the difference? Drought and
Not labor.
milk. So the types that I am talking about. What are the types based on what type of benefit we get from them? One is milk and the other is drought. Take a note of these two terms. Underline karo. Drought animals. Tilling means disturbing, plowing the soil. Plowing the soil. So now next is what are some of the most prominent Indian species? Underline the word Indian species. Which is some of the most common Indian Bubalis. These are the Indian breeds. You will be asked this for 1 mark, 2 marks. Name the Indian breeds of cattle. Indian breeds. You forget your name and call each other in this range now. That's much better. Now underline. Number 1, Boss Indicus, underline karo. Boss Bubalis, underline karo. Now what are some exotic breeds? Exotic breeds means breeds of the other countries. So, underline. Brown Swiss and Jersey. Dekha, exotic or foreign breeds. Brown Swiss and Jersey. These are exotic breeds. And the Indian breeds, just now I told you. Red Sindhi, Sahiwal and all these. And the common cattle that we talk about. Boss Indicus. These are all. Now, what are some of the food requirements? Straight away we move into this. Food requirements. These are animals of great economic importance, no? Especially in our country that we understand. So, what are the food requirements? The food requirements, straight away take this point. Number 1, roughage. Can you see that word? Yes. So, 2 types of requirements that we have to give to animals. People who are engaged in animal breeding, they know exactly what type of feeds to be given to the cattle. One is roughage. Can you see what is the composition of roughage? See there, some words are new for you. Roughage, highly rich in fiber. Straw, no straw, hay. They are rich in fiber. But you may be having a conception that if it is the cattle, only the hay and the straw to be given. But no, if you are talking about good quality milk, then adequate amount of fodder. What is fodder? Legumes. Remember just now we were talking about legumes. Fodder crops. Rich in protein. Fodder crops has to be given. Silage and legumes. Fodder crops has to be given. Examples like the cowpea, the berseem. These are different type of beans. And the pea. So that is roughage. So if I ask you a question, what is the most important nutrient given in the form of roughage? Nutrient that the roughage contains are high amount of fiber. What type of plants majorly given there? What type of nutrients majorly given there? Plants which are rich or plants majorly the fodder and the legumes are basically given. Or the type of plants which are fibrous, rich in fiber. And also nitrogen. Come to the next type, concentrates. Stick karo. Concentrates. The concentrates are much lesser in fiber, but they are high in protein. Concentrates are high in protein, but little bit lesser in
nutrients.
Fiber. Now, composition, underline. Composition, underline. What is the composition of the concentrates? They contain a mixture of cereals, variety of cereals, you know, the corn and the maize and the gram, all these basic type of cereals will be there. Along with that, some cotton seeds, gram bran. What is the meaning of gram bran? Powdered gram. Gram bran. Molasses, you know what is the meaning of molasses? Jaggery, good. You know, good. Good, pata hai? Molasses. But that is not the same polished molasses that comes to our house. Then oil seeds. You know what is the meaning of oil seeds? The oil seeds from where extraction of oil is done. Can you give me an example? Sunflower, mustard, no oil seeds, soya bean. So a mixture of all these. So what are the type of nutrients in the concentrates? Some plants like the pea and the gram, all this. The gram bran, rice bran, powdered rice, powdered gram, molasses, oil seeds. So all of them are mixed together. Next is, we underline the word ration. What is ration? A particular meal. Now say suppose for us, we talk about dinner, no? We talk about breakfast, we talk about lunch. So So for the exactly same like this, when I have to talk about the meal of a cattle, can we say breakfast of the cattle, dinner of the cattle? No, it's a ration of the cattle. Ration means a typical type of a meal with adequate nutrients. But apart from the typical type of fruits and the vegetables and the dal and the roti and the rice, do you also eat dry fruits? Do you also eat some health drinks?
Yes. Yes.
Do you also, does your parent also give some additional, some tonics or nutrients?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
उसको बोलेंगे additives.
Yes.
मतलब whenever we are talking about, yes हो गया. Now whenever we are talking about all these additional food, why do we eat all this additional food? Is it that if we don't eat, we are really going to suffer from some major diseases? No.
What is this?
Are you ready for the 10th standard?
Yes.
Now, when we are talking about that these additives that we eat, why should we eat these additives? So that by chance there is a deficiency of some nutrients, then these additives will make it up. And we will not fall sick. And to strengthen our body, fight against diseases. So is it the same needed for animals also? Yes, additives. Additives. Then again, when we are talking about what is the additives containing, take there. What do the additives contain? Additives will contain a whole lot of minerals and vitamins and some hormones. Hormones are basically for the process of growth. Hormones, additives. What are additives? What do they contain? What do they contain? Underline karo. These 3 words, 2-3 words should be there in your answer. Mineral, vitamin, antibiotics, hormones. You know what are antibiotics? Chemical substances which prevent disease, can cure different type of infections. Now, when we are talking about the cattle also may suffer from various different type of parasitic diseases. Underline. Do we know that the cattle or the animal, do they also suffer from diseases?
Yes.
They also suffer from skin diseases. They also suffer from different type of diseases of the lungs, respiratory diseases, and they also would be suffering from. So now, 1 minute. So now that we are talking about parasites, so now we say that the cattle also may be suffering from various different type of parasitic infections. So these parasitic infections will be taken care by the antibiotics. Ready to talk about the antibiotics? Additives may underline karo. Antibiotics. So these antibiotics has to be given so that if at all there is any type of an infection, they get cured. Vaccination. Underline that word. Vaccine. What is a vaccine? Do you know what is a vaccine? What is a vaccine? Who knows what is a vaccine?
Ejecting some weak or partially dead.
Antibiotics.
A vaccine is ejecting weak or partially dead microbes, germs, so that the body.
Why do we take in the germs?
To make the antibody.
We are taking in germs. What is a vaccine? What is a vaccine? We are taking in the germs. Hey,
Yes.
Fight the
I will break your
Yeah.
germs.
Bacteria taking in the germs to fight the germs.
So that is the concept of vaccination.
But
So
the
if I talk
germs we are
about,
taking that.
And do you know which was the first vaccine?
we are taking in the dead germs, not the COVID-19 vaccine. You all are children. You can even take.
No.
या तुमने vaccine?
Yes. Dalwini का office. Dalwini.
सूर्य जी का लेके उसको टीम दे दी।
क्योंकि वो सीनियर सिटीजन में काफी लेके गया ना।
अरे वो booster dose.
सूर्य जी को तो टीम दे दी। अगले साल के लिए।
उसने पहले का तैयारी करके रखा। दे।
यही लोग हैं जो
should take.
But actually at that time I was sick.
Also you can take. Vaccination try to stay long. So now that we took vaccines, what did we do? What did we take? The dead viruses. We took the dead virus. No? Now wasn't the dead virus that we took? What happened inside our body? The WBCs got active. The moment the GST बीमारी कैसे हो गई? अभी जब ब्रेकअप हो कुछ भी तुम लोगों को पूछेगा तो सिर्फ उसको yes बोल। उसको अभी yes का vaccination देना पड़ेगा। So now when we talk about this vaccine, what happened? The dead viruses that we took, became active because of that. The
WBC.
And the WBC started releasing antibodies. And now the antibodies were there in our blood. Even if now after we took the vaccine, it must have been already that probably sometime we have that the live virus also must have entered our body. But did we suffer? We did not suffer. Now we did not suffer. No, मैंने एक काम करना था अपने पेपर में थोड़ा 10 मिनट पहले आ जाए
आगे मच्छर मार
सबके लिए रेडी रखो
यस
बाकी जब लोग सब आ जाए
थोड़ा झाड़ू बचा भी
और यस करते रहना
हो गया now why are you going down okay tick karo what is vaccination underline write down this question how does vaccination protect cattle how does vaccination protect or how does vaccination act as a preventive measure act as a protective measure how does
मच्छर वगैरह मारो
देखो अपने लेक्चर में 10 मिनट पहले आया था how does vaccination खत्म हो गया तुम्हारा बॉटल अभी है अभी तुम सोच रहे हो किस एंगल में फेंकना है इसको how does vaccination
अरे मच्छर
act as a preventive measure देखो vaccines are लिखो भाई vaccines are dead or weak germs dead or weak germs which are introduced
वीक जर्म संभाले करके हार्ड जर्म्स को कैसे मारे
hard germs को नहीं
Hard
पता।
germs होते हैं।
ये
Wrong.
weak germs when you are talking about taking the weak germs these are just acting as a foreign cell and the WBC can release chemicals to keep those cells are introduced into the body of cattle to help in the release of antibodies to fight against disease causing germs चलो कुछ तो सीखा तुमने help in fighting disease causing germs so how does vaccination help in preventing organisms from suffering fight against disease causing germs okay the next
I have a question.
Bolo.
It is a bit not
बोलो
Out of
Ignorance.
बोलो
Ma'am, is there any genetic modification or hypertension?
Not only cattle, all the economic important information.
Dolly, the first has to be modified. Dolly, the
Who is Dolly? Dolly is a sheep.
But Dolly,
Ladies first.
क्या तो अरे
शांत बैठना।
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया।